Hello everyone. Welcome back to this live replay episode with Verde, where we talk about God, we talk about mindset, we talk about emotional regulation, we talk about your identity, we talk about who you are, we talk about starting to live the life of your dreams. So today we're talking about two steps that you can take to start living the life that you dream of. Hello to those of you that are joining, and for those of you that are watching this replay. I like for you all to comment. I like for you guys to react, so thank you for that. It energizes me as well. So, 2 steps to start living your life. It doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter what you've gone through. Anyone can start doing these 2 things. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter where you are in life. Anyone can start doing these 2 things to start living the life that you want. Now, how do I know this is possible? Because I have really started to realize and see logically and physically in my reality, starting to live the life that I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I felt within myself it was meant to happen. And now I'm seeing different things unfold in my life, which is so beautiful. And I'm very thankful to God for that, because for me, it's all possible through Him. So 2 steps that you can start taking to start living the life of your dreams is, number 1, responsibility. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because there's different beliefs, which is beautiful, but what we know is that we at least have this one lifetime. We at least have this one lifetime, so don't you want to make the most of it? Again, it doesn't matter where you are in your life right now. It doesn't matter what your bank account looks like. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your family life. It doesn't matter the circumstances that you're going through. It doesn't matter what your business looks like right now or the multiple different businesses that you're running. It doesn't matter what your circumstances look like. You can change your life by taking responsibility for what you can control. Now, in life, we can't always control everything, even if any of you are like me, even if you might want to sometimes, or at times, right? Or most of the time, right? Even if you feel that you cannot, even if you feel like you're out of control in your life, or you've built this beautiful business or multiple different businesses and it's just not going the way that you want it to anymore, or you want to try something different in your life. You want to start a business, or you want to switch careers, but you feel like it's too late for you, or you feel like you're not qualified. I want to tell you that the only thing stopping you is your mind. The only thing stopping you is your mind. Because that's where, whichever you personally believe, but that's where the devil comes in. He can't specifically stop you physically. He can attack you or get you in your mind. So it's shifting focus from the life that you want. So by taking responsibility means that you do the things that you say you're going to do, and you do the things that you want to do. And why is this important? It's important because it helps build trust within yourself. It helps build trust within yourself that you're a trustworthy person. It helps build confidence. It helps build discipline. It helps expand you. Because we can also have this limit within ourselves that, I'm too tired, or I can't do this. But when we push ourselves out of our circle of comfort, I saw this video and this gentleman talked about where our comfort zone is this circle, and outside of our comfort zone is what we want but we don't have yet. So to get things that we want, it's about stepping out of our comfort zone and expanding what we can hold. So taking responsibility for doing the things that we want to do. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. Now, caveat to this, life happens. Life happens, right? So we can have things on our to-do list and then it doesn't happen because of different circumstances that you cannot control or weren't factored in. And so there's also an importance in being flexible. Can you be flexible and still be disciplined with the things that you want to do? So I'm going to provide you with an example. I was going to make a deposit today, and an important aspect of this process was expired. So I was factoring into doing that tomorrow. Now, in order to make this deposit, this important thing it needs to be valid. So what I originally planned to do for tomorrow, I needed to do today in order to make this important deposit. Now, what shifted was that I'm going to make the deposit tomorrow. I did the thing that I wanted to do yesterday, tomorrow to today. And in the meantime, when I went in, I could have easily left because I saw the line of people and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But I trained myself to stay disciplined and breathed and remain calm throughout that. And while I was there, I outreached to people, which was another task I wanted to do. And I filled out another document that I also had on my to-do list. So can we also be adaptable to still having discipline and taking responsibility for the things that we want to get done or we need to get done? And that's how we can really feel excited, and we can feel accomplished, and we can feel successful in different ways within ourselves, because we're building that trust over time within us. And it's not coming from a sense of, okay, I'm putting this trust in other people, which is beautiful, but that trust comes originally from trusting yourself. So can you trust yourself to do these different things? And by doing these different things and co-creation, what I personally believe is that God comes in and also does his part. So let's say you really desire to start a business or to shift your business. You're already making multi-millions and billions and you want to shift your business into something else. Are you taking aligned action, the action that you know you need to take, or taking the responsibility that you know you want to do by hiring the people or removing the people from the business, whatever it is? Are you doing that? Are you taking action so that God can also bring in his blessing? Or are you blaming God and saying, why is this not happening, but you're not doing anything? So do you see the difference between that? It's important to say and do what you want to do. And leading to the second part of this, so that's step number 1, is taking responsibility so that God can come in and co-create, and you can really start to see what you're dreaming of come to life. Now, step number 2 is being kind to yourself along the way. Now, what people talk about with taking responsibility is, and you've probably seen these videos, and there's nothing wrong with these videos, is take the cold shower. What's popular right now is the morning routine, or the 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. morning routine. And you take the cold showers and you eat healthy and you talk to God and you regulate your nervous system. You do all these different things. You say the mantras in the morning. You do all these different things. But what's important is that when you don't feel like doing them, which there are going to be many times that you don't feel like doing those things, or a combination of whatever I just shared, you don't feel like doing it. And what we end up telling ourselves is internally, I'm a failure, I'm stupid, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't get up early today, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't do this thing, you've been putting it off, you're a POS, right? It's like we're not talking kindly to ourselves. So while it's important to have discipline and take responsibility by doing the things that we want to do or need to get done, it's also important that we speak kindly to ourselves throughout the process, because that's a much healthier approach long term for us. And it feels a lot better. So I'm going to show you the difference. You just saw the difference of what it looks like to not speak kindly to yourself, for example, but I'll show you again. So let's say you're about to take a cold shower. Still, for me, I take cold showers for the most part every single morning and at night at times. And I don't feel like doing it, but I know after I feel really awesome and I feel really good, and it's really helpful for my nervous system, because taking cold showers and having cold exposure helps you to remain calm when your external circumstances feel crazy. So breathing, that's we're not going to get into that today. I have different lives that you can watch in regards to that as well. So when it comes to doing a thing that you want to do, there's a difference and this can be anything. There's a difference in talking to yourself and saying, you're a POS. I cannot believe you didn't do it. Oh, see, that's why you're a failure. See, that's why you're fat. See, that's why that, da, 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 da. And like all these unhelpful thoughts. And then that can motivate us, or like, come on, do it. Insert word. And then we do it, and it's just horrible. It's a horrible experience. We feel like we're being tortured, right? So there's that. And then that only lasts for so long, or if that's our whole life, it's this internal chaos of not being kind to ourselves. And that impacts us in so many different ways. That impacts our skin, that impacts our overall health, how we view ourselves, our confidence, our motivation. Because while that might be motivating for a short amount of time, it's not healthy long term. It's not helpful long term. What's helpful is talking to yourself. Being kind looks like this. It's imagining yourself as a younger version. So the 5-year-old version of you, the 20-year-old version of you, the 30, 40-year-old version of you, whichever version of you. And if that feels hard, imagine your child. Imagine your child when they were 5. Or imagine your grandchild. And imagine speaking to them the way that you speak to yourself. Right? I guarantee you wouldn't say those things that I just said to a younger version of you, your child or your grandchild. You would say something along the lines of, hey, I know you're scared. I know you're nervous. How do you feel? How do you feel? Thumbs up? You'd check in with them. You'd have a conversation with them. You'd listen to them. You'd say, you're doing such a great job. You can absolutely do this. You've got this, and God's got you. You're on an amazing path. You're doing so good. Look at you go. Look at you. You're amazing. You're so beautiful. You're so sexy. Like whatever you want to tell yourself or that you crave from other people, tell it to you. And I encourage you to look in the mirror as you do it. So do you see and feel the difference? I saw some reactions there, so you can put some comments in. Type me if you feel the difference between how I just spoke to myself, or an example of the first time, because I'm not going to speak to myself like that intentionally, and the second part of speaking kindly to yourself. So that's what I mean, and that's how you start to live the life that you want, is by taking responsibility. So doing the things that you want to do, doing the things that you need to do, and being kind to yourself along the way, along the journey. And I promise that can create such a happier and more easeful and more peaceful journey when you're kind to yourself. And then it's even more of a surprise on Christmas morning, whichever you personally celebrate, when God comes in and the blessing's there, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, what's so important about all of this is that what you believe is what you see. And that, in correlation with God, taking these 2 steps boils down to your mindset. And your mindset, based on who you are, yep, thumbs up, based on who you are, how you view yourself, impacts everything we do. It impacts everything. So your mindset, what you see, what you think, is what you see. So it might feel awkward, it might feel really weird at first if you have never talked to yourself in this way, or if this is a very new concept for you, or maybe you've heard about it, but now you're feeling like, ooh, I really need to shift, I need to be kinder to myself, or I want to be kinder to myself. Doing this at first is going to feel a little weird, it's going to feel a little awkward, that's okay, and that's totally normal. It's totally normal. Because it's doing something different that you haven't done before. If you want to start co-creating a life, which you're all worthy of, every single one of you on live or watching this replay, every single one of you are here because you want to start living a life that you desire. It all boils down to how you view yourself, the actions that you take, your mindset, because your mindset about everything allows you to take responsibility, allows you to do the things that you want to do, and be kind to yourself. And God. I would personally not be here. Verde would not be what it is today, what it's transforming into, if I personally did not have a relationship with God, if I did not lean on God, if I did not co-create with God. But it's also important for me and for you to do your part in taking action on the things that are placed in your heart and in your mind. So those are 2 steps that you can start doing to start living the life that you want. Taking responsibility and doing the things that you need to get done and want to get done, and being kind to yourself along the way. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing this. 100% I agree. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you all have any questions, you're more than welcome to comment and let us know. We are here to help support you. Be kind to yourself today. Do the things that you want to do. Take action. Today is the day to start. Today is a perfect day to start. You will never 100% feel ready, so it's important to take action. Be kind to yourself. Talk to God, and you absolutely can do this. Thank you guys so much for everything. Let's see. Thank you guys so much for everything. There's some good questions. Okay. So, we have some questions that are coming through. So, let's see. I'll answer this one. How do you stop procrastinating? So, how you stop procrastinating is taking a look at why and taking a look at what's coming up for you based on why you're procrastinating. So what I mean by that is, what's the thought that you're telling yourself, or what's the feeling that's coming up behind the procrastination? Because it's that we're not wanting to feel something, or we're not wanting to experience something, so we put it off. And oftentimes procrastination or worry, for example, is made up. And it's not something that 100% we even know to be true. And that's from Byron Katie. So how you stop procrastinating, direct, simple. I'm going to say this with love and grace. So I mean this with love and grace, but it's just doing what you want to do. It's being kind to yourself. And today we're putting on our big pants, our big people pants, and just doing it. And by doing it, you learn so much more from doing what you want to do and learning along the way versus creating all these 10,000 different stories that you don't even know to be true and that probably won't even happen. So procrastination and worry is just stopping you from living the life that you want. So plain and simple, just doing what you want to do and being kind to yourself, again, as we talked about, and saying, okay, we've put this off for some time, and that's okay because I feel scared. So it's acknowledging how you feel. I feel scared, I feel nervous, and we're going to try it. We're going to try it, and even if I totally mess up, or even if I feel like I didn't do it to the caliber of how I wanted to present, or how I wanted to speak, or how I wanted to pitch myself, whatever it is, you did it. And then over time, you build more confidence in yourself to fine-tune your messaging, or to scale your business, or to hire more people, or to do the things that you want to get done. So that's what I would say when it comes to procrastinating. And yeah, these are some great questions. So if you all have any other questions, you're more than welcome to. Thank you so much. I love the passion you're putting into this. Yes, I love Verde, and it's what I'm here to do. It's what I'm here to help awaken people, help people realize that, help you guys realize that you have a choice in life. And that one of the biggest things that holds us back is your mind, which you absolutely have control over. What goes into your mind, what goes out of your mind, and being disciplined with that as well. Being intentional with what you listen to, what you watch, who you speak to, who's in your circle. It's important. So if you all have any other questions, you're more than welcome to message us and we will get back to you. You're welcome to comment and we will respond as well. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for your questions. And if you would like to work further with us, you're more than welcome to comment. We can see where you would be best fit. And I hope that these 2 steps can help you to start living the life that you want. They've been very helpful for me in helping me start to live the life that I want, and really seeing not only that just be within my mind, because it's been over a year that I've been doing these different things, but not only just within my mind, it's happening and me realizing how logically all these different things are going to happen, which is beautiful and absolutely a gift from God. So give yourself grace, give yourself love, do the things that you want to do, take responsibility for your life, and be kind to yourself. Have a nice one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. We meet live every Monday, so if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to hop on live, and I will try to answer them as well too. Have a nice day, everyone.